You know that there's that too. Like, how much of an impact does Batman make if he's not killing the villains?
Quite a lot, actually. Like,
How?
Trying to be somebody who's just doing the right thing, and more so to do with him just being selfish, as if it's just a way for him to prove just how moral he actually is.
This has been a major characteristic for a majority of the character's publication history. That logic is moronic because it's like saying Superman shouldn't be able to fly or have the ability to shoot lasers out of his eyes simply because he couldn't do so during his first appearance in 1938.
Turn the Bat Tank into a killdozer, stop modeling your moose knuckle for 8-year-old boy wonders and 80-year-old cat ladies, and kill the cringy clown already!
It's time to stop, okay?
And now, recorded in Rattsburg City, Rattsburg, home of the famous Red Light District, it's time for Weekend at Vanny's.
before we start this, I got something that just happened to me.
Hold on, wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. I was worried that it wasn't working.
Yeah. So something happened to me though. You're not gonna believe this shit.
Oh God, what was it?
So you know that Batman knife I had?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What about it? Did it break?
No. Okay. So you know how like when like your pants or something like that gets like a string of fabric or something like that. Like it's just kind of annoying.
Yeah. So then you pull it and pull it and pull it.
Yeah. No, I didn't do that. I cut it. I used the knife, and somehow as I was closing it, it slipped and cut my finger.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Which it's very ironic, given tonight's topic.
Oh my goodness! So Batman does kill.
Don't say I don't put any effort in this. My blood, sweat, and tears are literally on this video.
They really are. Oh my God! So like, do you need stitches?
No, I'm good. I got it wrapped up.
You got a little paper cut.
Yeah, no, I got a little Hello Kitty Band-Aid on. We're good. Let's do this.
There you go. Give yourself some kisses and make you feel better.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Weekend at Vanny's once again, Ozaowad.
It's Ozaowad.
It's Ozaowad. Oh my goodness. So, what brings us here as we already hinted with Batman, but what brings us into this wonderful little conversation?
So, what we're gonna do is one of my favorite topics. It's gonna mostly involve man, but I wanted to kind of delve into the Batman's one rule, which is no killing. But I wanted to expand that with other heroes as well, like what their ideologies is, like how well they stick with that, and even like behind the scenes, where it came from, why it's a thing, what the origin of it is.
That's the part I'm really interested in, because I always thought it was like an easy way to just keep the comic going, and you gotta have a bad guy whenever there's a good guy. But yeah, I'm very interested in that part.
I mean, in most cases that usually is the thing, but there is a legitimate reason why it's a problem, especially specifically in the DC universe, why it's a common thing.
And do you remember how this became about? Like, why I decided, hey, let me get the Batman expert, my resident Batman expert on here?
You sent me a link to some video that was talking about how Batman's no-kill rule is stupid.
Correct.
And I didn't watch the video, but I saw the comments, and, it's amazing. They were 100% wrong. I mean, nothing they said has been right.
Oh my God, every single thing they said was wrong?
just about everything. Like, one of the funny things was, a fucking Texas banker could fucking kill the Joker because he has a gun.
Oh boy. Well, let's go ahead and dive into it then. So, where do we start off with this whole Batman no-kill rule?
Okay, perfect segue. Let's delve into Detective Comics 27, published May 1939.
My God, goodness, you really know your shit, don't you?
Oh yeah, this is Batman's debut. This is when he first starts. We're skipping a year after that. When Batman started, like before the whole thing was set in stone. Batman did not have a problem with killing at all. He had a machine gun on his bat plane. He had pistols. He was just murking criminals left and right. He was basically the Punisher with a funny hat.
Oh my god! So wait, so he had a bat gun and everything?
Yeah. It wasn't really a set in stone thing, like I said. So he wasn't really like a hero. He was more just like a hardened vigilante, kind of like the Shadow or Green Hornet at the time.
Okay, all right. So just the Shadow or the Green Hornet, but with the bat gimmick.
Pretty much. But that stopped when Bill Finger, the co-creator, and let's be honest, the guy who did most of the heavy lifting with creating Batman, he was called upon by Whitney Ellsworth, one of the lead editors of the company, to, and I quote, "never let Batman carry a gun again."
Oh my god! Well, why though?
So it was basically this was 1940. This was like the time where mothers would get offended about anything their children read, and seeing their favorite hero with a gun just murking criminals didn't really set right with parents.
Oh boy! So you would say that the catalyst for the no kill rule was because of the diversity that they wanted for the children?
Yes. So what happened was there was for the company Detective Comics, or before it became what's known as DC now, they created a new editorial policy, and one part in particular mentions, and I quote, "Heroes should never kill a villain, no matter the depths of his villainy. A villain, if he is to die, should do so as a result of their own evil machinations."
Oh my god.
So,
okay.
So in a sense, Batman, Superman, pretty much every DC hero at that time had a no-kill rule.
Oh, okay, all right. So it wasn't just Batman. Okay.
It wasn't just Batman, no. But retcons happen, policies change, but since 1940, that has been a staple in Batman's character. Before Alfred, before Gotham City, before even Robin. This has always been part of his character.
Wait, pause. So it wasn't always Gotham?
No, it was just a nameless city. Gotham City didn't come until Batman #1 featured in 1941.
Because I could have swore I read somewhere Superman kind of originated in Cleveland or something like that.
Yeah. So because a lot of the comic writers at the time were immigrants that just came off the boat on the East Coast. So a lot of their writings and stuff were based on cities of the East Coast, like New Jersey, New York, that kind of thing.
Okay, that makes sense. So no Gotham then, it's just nameless city. Batman was gunning people around, but then they said, we gotta make it kid-friendly, and now here we are.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's actually kind of funny, because Bob Kane never really had a problem with Batman killing, but Bill Finger, the co-creator, like I mentioned, was always uncomfortable with the idea of Batman killing. So he was ecstatic with this new policy.
So it was him, the little finger.
Yeah, and just a quick side note, Bob Kane is a fucking hack.
Oh, well, with such hatred in there, what happened with that?
Okay, I'm just telling you, anybody, do not get any of your Batman information from Bob Kane. The Batman that Bob Kane made is not the Batman we're talking about right now.
Oh my goodness.
In fact, do you want me? Let me send you real quick what Bob Kane's original design for Batman was.
Sure. Yeah. What is it?
I'm gonna just let you digest that for a second.
It's sending. It's what? Wait. Pause. Open. Wait. Isn't that just the Green Lantern, like the original Green Lantern's look?
That was the original concept art for Batman.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Yeah. So Bob Kane, he did not make the bat suit. He did not make all the fancy gadgets and the cars and everything. He didn't make Gotham City, and he sure as fuck did not make Bruce Wayne.
So what? Wait, before we go ahead, I need to know more about this weird Green Lantern wannabe Batman. What's going on with him? Why? What?
That was Bob Kane's design.
Yeah, so he has the same storyline as Batman, or is that also totally different?
Wait, what?
Like his backstory, like, I can see, is that not Bruce Wayne but blonde?
No, Bruce Wayne, like, this was before, like, Bruce Wayne was made, like, with this, like, this design was made before, like, they came up with Bruce Wayne and, like, everything else around it.
So it's just concept art then?
Yes, this was concept art.
Okay. I was so worried that this is actually, like, a canonical Batman.
No, this was not published.
Oh, thank God.
No, the one at the bottom was published. So that's kind of where the no-kill rule originally came from, was basically, mothers objected, so they had to change the policy, and that as an effect, became part of Batman's character to this day.
So it was the Karens. The Karens once again screw everything up.
Actually, this was the one time where the Karens actually did right.
Did right? Are you saying that this is supposed to be a good thing? There's no way the Batman no-kill rule that everyone says is retarded and stupid can be a good... You have to explain yourself here.
Well, I will get into that with a couple of my other points. Since we're segueing off the topic to the actual, like, ideals of superheroes, let's not focus on Batman for a second. Let's focus on someone else.
Who?
Like a Superman, for example.
All right, we got Superman, Clark Kent.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows Superman, Clark Kent. Yeah, he also has a no-kill rule. He has taken a solemn vow to never to kill.
Never to kill.
Never. Okay. I know what you're saying. That's the thing. I hate, like, Injustice and, like, the Snyder films. I'm not even gonna dignify Snyder by even talking about that shit.
But wait,
like,
but what about, like, what was it? Not Darkseid. What was that one Yeti-looking dude? I can't remember his name. Who's the one that kills Superman?
Doomsday?
Yeah, that thing. He doesn't kill Doomsday?
No.
Are you serious?
Okay, so to Superman, all life is precious. Like, in his eye, he's an alien like you.
Ta-da!
In a world that he wants to make better, but he wants them to make themselves better. Like, he sees the good in everybody, even like the lowest of the low.
So you're telling me he sees good in Lex Luthor?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Lex Luthor's, like, motivations isn't really all that bad. It's just more how he goes about it. Like, Lex wants to prove that, like, humanity can do just fine without Superman. It's
just the way he does it is bad.
Exactly. Like, that's kind of the main thing with a lot of these villains we're going to talk about, is that they pave the road to hell with good intentions.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Moral issues aside, there actually is a practical reason for Superman's no-kill rule, and it's because a demigod who has no issues with killing would only prove, like, villains like Lex Luthor right. Like, he would be considered, like, not a hero, but just a thing to be feared. The way how he does things is different from Batman. Like, Superman will hit you just hard enough to where you're neutralized and not a threat, so he can stop the problem.
Which takes a lot of restraint now that you think about it, because, like...
Oh yeah, no. Like, Superman, like, I think people really underestimate just how much Superman holds back.
Like, could you imagine, like, the first person he punched, like, what happened?
That's the thing, like, he's been holding his back his punches, like, since forever.
Exactly, like the first time he ever had to punch anyone, how would he know how strong he was until they actually happened? Like, his fist just goes through the guy, like, I mean, or he just gets obliterated.
It makes it even funnier when you realize that he didn't even know about his powers until he was like in his teenage years.
Oh my God! Wow.
Well, depending on the continuity you're looking at, like, so sometimes it's sooner, sometimes later. But you think that's crazy? Think about, like, how, like, when people try to punch him.
Oh yeah. There's no way. Like,
you ever wonder?
Like, the hardest element known to man, I'm sure it's even harder than that.
Yeah. You ever wonder why, like, even like a punch or something like that, like Superman just flies back? It's not because they're strong. It's because he's purposely giving way for that, so that the person punching them doesn't fucking shatter their hand.
Oh, so he, oh my gosh. So he's just, oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, have you ever seen Luke Cage, the Marvel show?
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the scene where the dude like punches him in the face and he like gets like a compound fracture in his wrist?
Right? Oh my gosh. So like that.
That's what happens when those kind of heroes like don't give way.
So it's like, hold on, you really don't know what you're doing here. Let me just help you a little bit and not have you injure yourself.
Yeah. It's basically they don't realize that they're basically punching an iron wall.
I mean that kind of shows his compassion too, like what you were saying before. Like he cares about humanity, so he has that compassion.
He believes like the good in everybody, like even the worst of villains. Like the best way for his way to work is that if he doesn't kill. Because he believes that killing takes away someone's future, denying them a chance to get better and make the world a better place.
So Darkseid too has redemption.
I mean, I would assume there are exceptions.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
But again, it still strengthens his resolve. Like he's still not gonna give up his ideals. Like no matter how bad things may seem.
I kind of get it. Okay, so since they're like an ideals type thing, they all share that no-kill type thing.
Superman, like, isn't like how the Snyderverse writes about how it's like he's one stone throw away from just becoming like fucking Injustice Superman. He has the fucking constitution of iron. I wouldn't say he's as strict about as Batman is, but like he will stick with his ideals and goals to the end. Even if it means sacrificing himself.
Oh, that's right. He does end up dying. Wasn't there like a cyborg Superman or something too that like does something?
Which one?
Oh my god, what do you mean which one? The one that looks like a Terminator.
Which one?
Oh my god, how many of them are there?
Yes.
Oh god. It's like Necrons. The Necron Superman.
Yeah, just look up Metallo.
God.
But his whole thing is he wants humanity to be better. In order for the world to change, people have to change. Like, you actually made a great point when we were talking about this a while back. When it comes to Superman comics, they always try to focus on like the physical conflict, like will Superman save the day and will he stop the villain? Like, yeah, he's Superman.
Yeah, he's always going to.
But it should focus on like what does he want to do? Like what is he fighting for? Like if Superman wanted to, he could end like all crime in the world like in a second. But
the humanity has to do it, like you were saying.
Clark just wants to help people. Is the thing.
He's a helper, yeah.
Like, yeah. He's the good guy. He wants to make the world better. He wants to do his part. Now that's a hopeful situation. Now let's move on to someone who isn't so hopeful.
Oh, God,
and it's kind of fucking depressing. The Amazing Spider-Man.
Well, Spider-Man, like Uncle Ben, and the great power comes great responsibility.
Oh yeah. So it's actually very interesting with Peter. Most of the reasons he doesn't kill is kind of similar to Superman, where like he believes like he wants to save every life he can. But it's mostly just out of a guilt complex.
Guilt? Well, why does he have to be guilty about? Or what does he have to feel guilty for?
Pretty much every death that he has witnessed, like, he blames himself for.
So he just beats himself up over whatever he's witnessed that was terrible.
Oh, yeah, no, like, pretty much most of the comics, he's like that. Like, he always guilts himself. Like, he blames himself for, like, Uncle Ben, Gwen Stacy, like Aunt May sometimes.
I never knew that because I always pictured Spider-Man as like the little snarky, wisecracking Spider-Man that's always like trolling the villain that he's going after.
It's a coping mechanism.
Oh god, that's so sad! That's so sad! Oh my god! So Spider-Man is he's secretly emo on the inside, loathing himself for his constant failures of everyone dying around him.
Yeah, and like one part of this, I'll read this, but one of my favorite quotes is, I love MJ, I truly do, and just as much as I loved Gwen Stacy. Every day I refuse to hate you, I keep Gwen alive. If I cave into anger or hatred, she dies for good, and she's worth more to me than than any offer you could dream of.
Oh my goodness.
See, I just worked out what my dream means. It means you can't win. It's you versus Gwen, and you never stood a chance. So go ahead, kill my Aunt May. I can't stop you if that's what you really want. Go ahead and kill everybody I know. It'll only strengthen my resolve. I won't have to kill you in return. I won't even have to send you in jail. Just being you, that's life without parole.
Oh my goodness. Spider-Man, wow.
Yeah, and even after that, even after that sent out, Norman actually feels fucking guilty for that.
I mean, yeah, with such an epic rant like that, I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah. It's that kind of connection with villains that I love, because it shows that these, and we'll talk about this with Batman later, but it's like these villains actually have humanity. They're not just evil schemers that want to control the world and yada yada yada. They actually they have their own goals in mind, and it's just like I said, the road to hell leading with good intentions.
Yeah. So a Green Goblin, what was even his motivation? I know the movies, had that version, but the comics, what was his motivation?
I'll be honest, it's been a while since I've read much Spider-Man comics. I just know that one in particular.
Oh my goodness, the selective memory you have.
Yeah.
Well, maybe someone in the comments can enlighten what drives Green Goblin to be Green Goblin, because I only know the movies. I'm sorry, I'm a normie when it comes to comics.
I used to be really big into Marvel, but that was a decade ago.
You're one of the ones that really love DC. I usually run into people that love Marvel.
Yeah, that's 90% of people, but that's neither here or there. So moving on from that, let's talk Daredevil.
Daredevil, the blind one.
Yeah, Daredevil doesn't kill because he's Catholic.
Oh, wait, what? Really?
Yeah, no, there's nothing else. That's really it.
Oh, wait. Are you serious? I thought there was gonna be. I thought there would be this huge, deep meaning. Oh, he's a Catholic.
No,
that's it.
No, it's his Catholic faith.
Why is he a devil if he's Catholic?
Fuck, that's a good point, actually.
Oh my god, he's sacrilegious himself. I'm sure there's some deeper meaning where he's self-flogging himself. He just, sits in his room, has his blind stick and hits himself in the head. I don't know. Whatever you do.
Oh my god. Straw Bombery's new favorite superhero.
Oh, stop it. Oh my god. I can fix him.
I can fix it.
You can't fix blind. I'm sorry.
Daredevil at the Punisher. I can fix him.
So his thing is he's Catholic. The end.
Yeah, pretty much. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I don't even need to look up anymore. That's.
So it seems like a lot of these heroes, they have the no-kill rule, and we know the origin because of the Karens, but at least they have different. Well, except for I think Superman and Batman are pretty similar for their reasons, but the others actually have their own reasons at least.
Huh. Perfect segue again, Dean Kamen. Yeah. Let's talk about our main presentation, the Dark Knight himself, man. So you're half right. Batman's thing is kind of similar to Superman, but his main thing is really more. He focuses on justice, not vengeance.
Okay, so hold on, run that by me again, because that's pretty big brain for my little brain.
He focuses on justice, court of law, that kind of thing.
He is the law and order. He is the law and order.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to be judge, jury, and executioner, but he wants justice served properly.
Okay, all right. So, but how is that? So I guess so his is justice. And Superman is more but I want humanity to be better as a whole.
Yeah, Superman is more of a global scale, whereas Batman is where Batman operates in a city that makes Detroit look like fucking Disneyland.
That there's that too. How much of an impact does Batman make if he's not killing the villains?
Quite a lot, actually. Like,
How?
I think people don't seem to get, like, how much of a fucking shithole Gotham City really is. Like, before Batman, it was basically Nostromo from 40K, like Conrad Kurtz's home planet.
Oh my god.
Like, the whole city was ran by the mob. The only thing keeping Gotham's population in check was the suicide rate.
God, man. Might as well just flatten the city and start over at that point.
And for people who say that Batman's villains are created because of him and he makes the problems worse, there is literally a whole episode in the Batman animated series that disproves that theory.
Go on. You seem to have a lot about this one. Go ahead.
That proves that not only would the villains, like most of Batman's villains, turn out exactly the same, but if anything, it's the other way around. They created him.
So you got an example for that one?
Yeah, the Trial of Batman episode, where they literally were all of the villains capture Batman and put him into a courtroom with the district attorney.
Oh my god!
And try to. You should watch the episode. It's actually great.
That's I mean, just like when you say it, it just sounds silly, but I mean, it sounds interesting. Like,
yeah,
the defense calls man to stand, and it's the Riddler cross-examining him. Like
Riddler's just a fucking narcissist. Poison Ivy's an eco-terrorist, and Mr. Freeze, his whole motivation is like finding a cure for his wife Nora.
Oh, so they did get that part right in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, just not the one-liners that everyone likes to point out.
Which one-liner?
Everybody, chill.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
God, shut the fuck. Yeah, no, like Batman and Bruce Wayne like has had a huge impact in Gotham.
That's interesting. Like, to think of how bad it was before Batman showed up, and then Batman showing up. So he's single-handedly. I guess you can't say single-handedly because you have the other.
Well, not. Not single-handedly because he's got the Bat Family, he's got the Justice League, he's got Batman Incorporated.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
But he's got Incorporated. Who the hell are they?
Oh yeah, no, Batman. Yeah, Bruce Wayne starts a company called Batman Incorporated.
Wait,
and nobody fucking questions it.
I was just about to say, don't you dare say nobody could connect the two. Like, Bruce Wayne connected.
Actually, it's funny. You want to know the actual reason how nobody makes that connection?
Oh God, what?
Bruce Wayne very much makes a 4chan account, basically making conspiracy theories that Batman is Bruce Wayne, and it just like creates this whole domino effect of out of control theories, and it kind of pushes that identity away.
So he just gaslights the internet, and it worked. Just
yes.
Gaslighting?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. He fucks with like the internet's equivalent of 4chan.
Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. Wow.
I fucking love Bruce Wayne sometimes.
That is hilarious. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so with Batman, he has made a big improvement on Gotham. So people saying, why not just kill them off and then be done with it? Which I think you said before that would cause a domino effect with like, oh, you killed this person. I didn't like that. I'm gonna go after you now.
Well, okay. Well, let's say Batman, Batman Under the Red Hood, right? Jason forces Batman to choose kill the Joker once and for all, and he's like, not Scarecrow, not Penguin, not Dent, just him. But the thing is, let's say Batman kills only the Joker. What's stopping anybody from calling him out on it? Like, why doesn't he kill like anybody else?
Yeah, because I know a lot of people keep saying just kill the Joker already. Like they just want the Joker dead.
They even kind of do it in Arkham Knight, where after the events of Arkham City, like Batman didn't kill the Joker, but everyone believes he did, and so the people were like, "What's stopping him from killing like Harley Quinn or Poison Ivy or?" And you can imply this with like any other villain, really.
Yeah, you could. So.
And the argument of like Batman not killing like causes more deaths because of the villains. Mm-hmm. Like constantly breaking out and doing it all over again. But here's my take on that. Why is Batman's job.
Isn't he the
Like,
hero?
what-
So shouldn't it be his job?
No. Why is it his moral? Like, he is not morally obligated to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Like the Punisher.
Yeah, no. People need to understand. Like, he's not a fucking anti-hero. Like, he works with the police. Like, he is best friends with Jim by the motherfucking book Gordon.
That's right.
Okay, let me give you an example. Say, you know what? Fuck it. Let's say it's Samuel Little, the most prolific serial killer in U.S. history, right? Mm-hmm. That motherfucker got arrested 26 times in 11 states, and for some reason just kept getting released.
Oh, okay.
Like time and time again, just to commit more atrocities and murders. Who do you blame? Who do you blame in that scenario? Do you blame the cop that arrested him?
I mean, I would assume the system because he kept getting away every single time to catch and release.
Exactly. Why? Like, people always give Batman shit for not killing the Joker, but why does it have to be his job? Like, why don't they ever blame the city's corrupt system? If Batman uses his detective skills to get fucking Two-Face or the Riddler and throws them in jail without a death penalty or proper holding cells, that's not really his fault. That's the city's incompetence.
So why doesn't he try to fix the system then?
He has. But
okay.
You can only with funding all these facilities and justice systems. You can really only do so much. You can't just be breathing down their necks, micromanaging everything.
Yeah, that's true. There will always be somewhere there's a corruption.
Yeah, and especially in Gotham, where pretty much 90% of everyone's corrupt.
So really, I feel like it's a never-ending strife for Batman, and it's almost what's the point? Why even keep doing it if there's never going to be a light at the end of the tunnel?
Well, I mean, that's kind of the whole paradox of it. Well, I mean, that's really just crime in general. We're always going to have police. We're always going to have emergency services. That's never going to end.
That is true. During my prep, I did run across, I guess there was a crossover, going back to The Shadow. There was a crossover with The Shadow and Batman, and for some reason, The Shadow took out his guns and shot the Joker, but Batman jumped in the way to save him. So, is that what's going on there?
So, again, that's more of the thing of, it's not their place to decide who lives and dies. It's the courts and the justice, because in order for Batman to work, he has to believe that the city can change. Sure, he tries to change the city through fear, but he still tries to change it.
And he's made some success, but I feel like it's a drop in the bucket with how big Gotham is and how much craziness happens in there.
Well, that's the thing, is that besides the Joker, when you look at a lot of Batman's rogues gallery, they're really just people that need help. Most of it aren't malicious intents. I mean, you have Poison Ivy, who's a fucking eco-terrorist, but she's doing it because she wants to preserve plant life in Gotham. She wants to stop people from tearing down forests. Understandable. It's just her methods that are the problem.
So what about the Penguin?
Penguin is he wants to be a part of Gotham's higher society, but because of his appearance, he gets it makes it hard for him to kind of fit in with that.
Oh, so because he was bullied.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Poor Penguin. So he just needs a hug. So are you saying half of the problems in Gotham can be solved with the power of compassion and love?
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
One of the biggest misconceptions is Batman's just unfeeling, doesn't really care about what's going on. I think I sent you this, but there's a great quote that I love, and it perfectly describes Batman's character. And that's can you imagine your Batman comforting a scared child? If yes, congratulations, that's a genuine Batman. If no, you haven't written Batman. You've just written Punisher in a funny hat.
Oh, Snapples! Wow, that's a burn for Punisher fans out there.
Yeah, yeah, no. If you want to watch a hardened vigilante kill criminals left and right, just read Punisher. Stop trying to change characters that have already been set in stone since 1940.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, if Batman had his change, he did do it before, like we acknowledged, but he's been like this forever. What's the point of changing him then? Like, it just breaks everything.
Exactly. And people were like, well, he killed before that, so what's the issue? That's like saying, like, why does Superman have a weakness to kryptonite when that wasn't his original weakness?
It was never always kryptonite?
No.
What was it?
No, he never. No, actually, even in the early comics, like when he first debuted, he wasn't even able to fly, like heat vision.
Wait, what? So what was the weakness then?
Nothing.
Oh, he's just invincible.
Yeah.
So then they had to come up with something and said, here, look, it's magical.
Yeah, pretty much.
Radiated rock.
By the way, now that you got me on that, just a quick side note. Why does everybody have so much fucking kryptonite? Isn't that stuff supposed to be like super? Like, how much of that fucking planet flew over here?
That's so true. I feel like Lex Luthor just pulls out a drawer and he just has like an assorted amount, or he has his own kryptonite room that he walks into.
There's a movie like Batman and Superman like fight the Joker, and he has like a whole like fucking dragon statue made of the shit.
Oh my god, that's actually pretty cool though.
Even Batman like has some like different, and there's different kinds of kryptonite too. Like there's the blue one, there's the red one, the pink one.
The pink one. Oh, do you want to let everyone know that doesn't know what it does?
We don't talk about the pink one.
Oh, it's the
Anyway, moving on.
yaoi pink. It's the yaoi kryptonite.
Yeah. Moving on. Yeah, going back to like if a villain is to die, they should do so like by their own evil machinations, as the policy from before said. And a great example of this, have you ever wondered what would happen if Batman met the guy who killed his parents?
So he never did. I guess maybe it depends which comic or which whatever we're watching.
Well, no, he does, and his name is Joe Chill. He was basically set as like a hitman from some mob family. There's a specific comic where he finally finds Joe Chill and he confronts him. He like reveals his identity to him. Like reveals that Wayne and tells him that he is responsible for all of it.
Oh man.
And naturally, Joe Chill is fucking scared shitless. Runs to his crew and is like, hey, you guys gotta help me. I killed the Batman's parents, and now he's coming after me. To which his crew responds with, so wait, you killed the Batman's parents? So you're the reason Batman exists?
Oh God.
Yeah, and they beat him to death.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it goes back to the, I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my goodness. I like that. I kind of like that. It's like a little workaround of doing it.
Yeah, like that. Karma bites him back hard.
Super hard. Like, oh my god.
They did it in the Brave and the Bold TV series where, like, instead of like his own crew, it was like the Rogues Gallery, like Joker and everyone else. They're like, so you're the reason Batman gives us a hard time?
Oh my god. I can just imagine that he just shat his pants before he died.
Which honestly, I think is, like, that whole, like, kind of writing is so much better than Batman just fucking putting a cap in him.
Yeah. It's the irony, the karma, everything just hitting him out at once. Like, oh crap, I really fucked up.
Right. I think that is a much better, like, writing decision. Like, that works super well.
It does. It really does.
It's what makes him stand out from all, like, the dark, edgy heroes.
Like the Punisher. Super edgy.
Yeah, like Punisher, Wolverine, or, like, even Deadpool.
Well, Deadpool does it with jokes.
Yeah, but he still has his edgy moments.
Yes.
So I'm almost kind of out of talking points here.
But I think you pretty much nailed it. So I mean.
Yeah. Do you have anything you wanted to add, or?
I do actually. So just so that way we can recap for a second, the no-kill rule is good. And it works for Batman. And y'all need to shut the fuck up and let him be Batman, right?
Let him cook.
Let him cook. Gotcha. Okay, so what would you say right now to the Punisher and the Shadow fans who absolutely shit on Batman's no-kill rule, what would you say?
Stick with what you know best, and let me be right.
Oh my goodness, the confidence. I fucking love the confidence. Like, oh my goodness. If you had a YouTube, I'm pretty sure everyone would be going over to you like, how dare you say something like that? It's stupid.
In a community full of Neanderthals, I wear that as a fucking badge of honor.
Oh god. Well, don't worry. They'll come after me and they'll hate me and say, hey, I'm just a newbie that had the Batman expert school y'all, so I'm so sorry.
But yeah, that's
There you go.
pretty much it.
All right, so that means the no-kill rule, according to this my resident Batman expert, Ozaowad, my dear friend Alec. It is legit. It is good. Let's keep it that way.
Yes, please let us fucking keep it this way. But like, keep Zack Snyder the fucking hack away from any writing board
Keep
for the
him
rest of the time.
Far away.
See, I just hope with I really want James Gunn not to fuck this up with the new Superman movie coming out.
Oh god.
Because a proper Superman movie is exactly what this world needs right now. In a world like that's just full of like cynicism and like just deep hatred and division.
So much of it, yes.
Yeah, there's just so much of it, and like we need an actual like I know this is gonna sound corny, but we need an actual like symbol, which is what Superman was supposed to be since he debuted. It was like not even just for comic book fans, but just for people in general, like somebody that you want to like aspire to be like, that you have to like to be like
a lot of high hopes, Alec. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I mean,
have you seen My Adventures with Superman?
Which one's that one? Is that the new one?
It's an anime series that proves that it can be done.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check it out now. I know that everyone's over the top.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, probably the like best written Superman I've seen in a long time.
Wow, that's high praise. Wow.
Yeah, if the James Gunn movie that he's working on is anything like that, the timeline is fixed.
The timeline is fixed. Oh my goodness.
This will make up for Harambe.
Well, maybe the person that does the anime Superman can do a Batman one, and then maybe we can set that record straight too.
I mean, we already got the Batman with Robert Pattinson, which is already like a perfectly written version of Batman. Like probably, I will say probably the best live action Batman we have.
You mean better than the Bat Nipples?
Are you fucking serious right now?
Of course not. I hate George Clooney.
Don't you fucking insult me to my face ever again. Don't.
Oh my god. No. Rubber lips are immune to your poison.
Shut the fuck.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so this was amazing. I love the enlightenment. I learned so much about Batman. I wasn't really like a big Batman fan, but I have gained respect for him ever since I've been talking to you. So I appreciate it, Alec. Thank you.
I'm glad that my words have not fallen on deaf ears completely.
Not completely. There's some stuff that we will vehemently disagree on, but you have turned me on this one.
Now, if only we could convince Yuki.
Oh boy, the Punisher fanboy. Yeah, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. You know, he likes his edgy things, so...
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night, Alec. Congratulations, you made it to the end. The cringe is over, unless you want more. Do it. Click those videos in the box. Do it. Do it!